Ah, the coffee. Pastries.
Pastries, Mark, I don't know.
First thing, Carmine, you got to do is give up the pastries. I'm telling you.
I do?
Yeah.
I love pastries.
One of many sacrifices. Yeah.
Oh, they look like pretty good pastries, too.
Yeah, just don't touch them. Carmine, you've been at like EY for what, 100 years now or something?
100 minus 66, 34.
34 years. And does the Carmine Di Sibio back then ever think he'd be chairman and CEO of EY today? Or not yet, July 1, remember?
No, absolutely not. You know, like many people, the plan was, you know, to get my CPA experience, to actually do my MBA, and then see where life took me.
But let me ask you, I mean, because everyone will ask you this, so you've had a long career, a very successful career at EY. What do you think prepared you for today?
I've been at EY for 34 years, but I've done a lot of different things at EY. I worked on large clients, I worked on small clients. I've done a tremendous amount of traveling. I spent, 8 months on a project in Stockholm, Sweden. So I feel like I've gotten a good balanced experience at EY. And really, I've gotten experiences so it enabled me to understand our business. So, what are you thinking beyond EY? We're getting a lot of questions on that. I am, and you are.
You know the answer. I don't know. And so I'll answer it again for you on the record. I really don't know. I've devoted myself full-time to EY for a long time now, and so it's going to be interesting to see what comes next. It'll certainly be staying involved in business in some way. You know, I love public policy. I don't have any plans to go to the government right now, but someday maybe, who knows. And I really, and you and I have talked about this, we give a lot to charities and do different things, but we don't really have the time in our day jobs to roll up our sleeves and participate. So I think maybe, rolling up my sleeves and maybe doing something more at home that I can really feel on a day-to-day basis will be great.
What does your family think about you retiring?
My wife doesn't believe it.
Sad?
It's a good question. I think my wife is probably happy I'm not going to be on the road all the time, and she certainly feels that way, but she also wants to make sure I'm not home all the time. So she's waiting to hear what comes next also.
So I can learn, what was your biggest surprise when you just became chair and CEO?
People just seem to listen to you more. It's amazing. And somehow you make less mistakes, at least you hear about. So you got to put in balance and perspective that you're not that much smarter when you become CEO, but it may feel that way. I also will say it's pretty incredible the energy you get and when you are going around the world and seeing our 270,000 people. That was, to me, gave me more energy and inspiration than I could have imagined when I started the process. But also, really recognizing, Carmine, just how much you need the people around you to help you do your job.
What are you going to miss the most?
It's one of these things that it's a great role that you play for the firm. I mean, it is a huge honor to be walking around saying I'm the chairman and CEO of EY, not because of what you do, but because of all the people that you represent. And I'm going to miss that. All right, Carmine.
I go first?
You go first. Yeah, it's still my prerogative.
That's a disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so are you guys taping? Yeah? Are we just talking here, or?
What? No.
Or is this just about the golf?
It's about the golf.
All right, it's the middle one, Mark.
Yeah. All right, that's great. That's a wrap. So Carmine, that was awesome. Oh, I'm in the trap.
That would be the sand trap.
That's why you're the future and I'm the past.
Yeah.
Carmine, you've got some incredibly big shoes to fill. How do you feel? I mean, what are you thinking about as you take over the CEO role, and what excites you about your new opportunities?
Mark, I'm getting more and more excited about really being out there, representing EY, being out with other CEOs. I've been doing a bit of that. I've been doing a little bit of that even in my other role. And it's very exciting, just about EY, talking about EY and a lot of things that we're doing in terms of serving our clients, but also a lot of things we're doing as an organization.
Talk just a little bit about what do you see coming over the next month or so in terms of strategy execution and what you're going to be working on.
Yeah, so we do have a project to refresh our strategy. We have 7 work streams. They're all being led by 2 or 3 members of our global executive. And then we'll also have a strategy advisory group, which is about 50 partners from around the world, future leaders and current leaders that will have a heavy input in terms of what our strategy should be going forward. We do want to look at changing some things, and we do not want to change some things as well. But we do need to look at, what do we need to do going forward in terms of technology, in terms of how we drive some of our business, in terms of what our clients are looking for, and how do we do it in a way that brings us the best talent. So we'll look at some of those things, and we're hoping to get through a strategy refresh by the summertime and then start implementing it come the fall.
You care a lot about our people, and you've always been an inclusive leader. As we look at the workforce of the future, as we look at how you're going to build that out and make sure we're most prepared, what are you going to be thinking about and focusing on for our people?
Well, number one is we are going to have to recruit a lot of different types of people with different skills, and we've started to do that. We're going to have to do that even more going forward. But then I also think, Mark, we need to train our people. We need to make sure that we're training them in whatever the cutting edge, whether it's technology or process, going forward. There's a lot we can do more of in that area to really develop the best people. If you had to really summarize it in a few words, what do you want your legacy to be?
I would love to think that we are a firm now that is stronger than it was when I came in, that is more sustainable, and is providing an incredible opportunity for our people. And it's not much more than that. It's not to be the biggest firm in terms of revenue. It's about building a better working world. And I'd love for people to think that we created a place called EY, where not only do we do well, but we do good, and that we celebrate that. And that people who come to work for us, their values are more important than anything else, and they won't sacrifice them.
If you had to give me advice, and you know my strengths and my weaknesses, 3 pieces of advice.
Stay balanced. You are incredibly balanced. I have no doubt you will, but it gets hard, and stay balanced. Listen before you speak, because somehow what you say now, people tend to immediately jump to one side or the other pretty quickly, and so really listening well is going to be incredibly important. And something else you're very good at, Carmine, which is to really listen to our clients and understand what they need and bring that inside. Things that you don't really need advice on, but those are things that I would say that continue to focus on.
Mark, thank you. You're leaving EY, but you'll always be here for us, I know, and I'm sure I'll be reaching out.
One of your million alumni.
Exactly. I'm sure I'll be reaching out, maybe more than you like.
So how do you think we did?
I don't know. It was a little weird.
Yeah, well, I did well. You can go learn. You'll get there.
Yeah, exactly.
It was interesting to lay our lives out there in front of people like that.
Yeah, I know. A lot of cameras.
A lot of cameras. Get used to it. Yeah, a lot of handshaking.
I had a good golf shot, though.
You did. 75th shot. That's
yeah, I know. I know.
Well, a lot more of those to come for you, my friend.
Golf shots?
No, not much of those.
Not much of those.